Hey, Scott from MyGrowthRings.com here.
And Seth from WoodWishes.com. But where is the Z?
Together, along with you, the three of us, we are Markwood Men's Breakfast Club. Welcome back once again. And hey, welcome to day 16 of the 2020 Tobacco Advent. Good morning, boy.
Good morning, Homer.
Tobacco Advent, this is the 8th year. We just had a little bit of a debate on whether this was 7 or 8. And it turns out it is 8 because year 1
was 2013.
Was basically 0.
That's right. It was 2013, and so that year counted, and then we've gone seven years after that. So, yeah, this is
so
the 8th.
With about 25 episodes per.
A couple of the years we went over 25, and so even today at day what's today?
Day 16.
16. At day 16, we probably are cresting over 200 Tobacco Advent episodes.
That's really wild.
Right around here. Yeah. In addition to 305 regular Markwood Men's Breakfast Club videos. Crazy. I was looking at the analytics the other day, just randomly, and we have something like 350,000 views on the channel overall, which is wild. You guys have spent years of your life watching these videos. So,
or somebody did. Maybe not you, but
yeah, that's right. And so thank you.
Did we hire any bots to take care of that for us?
Well, no, but there are a lot of views out of India, so don't know exactly what's going on there, but
I'm going to start loading tobacco with this football, soccer, baseball bag we got here.
Yeah, or football and football, depending on who you ask.
Football and football.
Hey, Scott and Seth, you'll find some 3-year-old king cake from Cornell and Diehl for Tobacco Advent. Just wanted to say thank you guys for your wonderful videos found on MMBClub, My Growth Rings, Aristocob.com, and Wood Wishes.
No, there's no Wood Wishes in there.
You don't know that. They don't know that. In 2015, I started my channel, and in 2016, I was struck by a car. The years that followed, knee surgery, back injections, physical therapy, and major weight gain. During this time, I found a brief escape through your videos that provided minutes of comfort, 330-some thousand. Minutes of comfort, fun, and of course, learning. I may not have participated, but I was listening. Although I'm still struggling physically, I'm getting better. Thanks again, and Merry Christmas to you and your families. Alex, Pipeless Piper.
Thank you, Alex. Wow, that's... Sorry that you went through all that, but gee, it brought us closer together. So I think it was worth it.
And glad to hear that you're getting better. And thank you for, I know you've commented and participated in the past. We always thank you for that.
Ooh. How does a piper become pipeless? Is it like that video with Stan Laurel where he loads the tobacco into his hand? And
yeah, that's it exactly. Turns out
I'm going to link to that below.
Turns out he just smokes cigars. Is the secret?
It's not staying lit.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a more coarse cut. All right.
So this is what again?
King cake from
Cornell and Diehl.
3-year-old.
King cake. I don't think I've ever had this. And I'm guessing he broke that up?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Didn't arrive to us as a cake. Cornell and Diehl, I have visited there twice. And yeah, this is true of all the tobacco companies. I'm sometimes mystified by their naming convention, and sometimes it's just spot on the nose what it is, and sometimes it just doesn't make any sense. So king cake as in like Fat Tuesday cake in New Orleans. You know the king cake in New Orleans where they have the little plastic baby baked into it?
No, that's weird.
Now I'm curious. Think about our question of the day, and let me find king cake here real quick.
So how many of those 300,000 views have they watched you Google something?
About
they could Google.
There's a king cake right there. A king cake is typically a cake associated with a number of countries with the festival of Epiphany at the end of the Christmas season. In other places, it's associated with the pre-Lenten celebration of Mardi Gras or Carnival. And it has a baby in it. And the person who gets the plastic baby, assuming they don't choke on it, that it's lucky to get the plastic baby. It's a sweet brioche dough.
All right. Today's question is, what are some of your personal favorite things, quote unquote? For example, I have an old oil lamp that I like to light early in the morning and drink coffee by for some me time before my 2 boys and wife get up and the day begins. Question is from Chris Kahn.
Thank you, Chris.
Guys, there's still questions to be asked as well. There are links down in the description for where to ask a question if you'd like to pose one or a topic of conversation. And then also you can view what questions might be upcoming. Now, I'm not choosing all of them in order, but we at this point will get to all of them and have need for some extra.
So that'll give them, the guys that are doing a video response, that they can cheat.
Ooh, yeah. Go ahead and record your video response and then ask the question of us. Yeah.
All right, so that's interesting. 'Cause, a few of my favorite things. I still am delighted every time I play with my Shopsmith tools. There's something about it. And every time I hear somebody complain about, it takes so long to convert over for different functions, I love that. I love that I get to spend some time. I posted a video of me and your son converting the Mark V from a table saw to a drill press. It took us a minute to set the thing up, and then he got to do it.
Nice.
And the smile on his face, because not only did he get the help, but the delight of seeing this machine suddenly become a drill press is just so cool. I really like every time I pull that Z-knife out. And we've been using that Z-knife for 20 years now, and I just love that. I don't know. I've got a lot of things that I take pleasure in having an opportunity to interact with them.
Yeah.
But those are a couple of them. How about you?
Well, I think I was trying to think of something sentimental, but if I'm being honest, I'm just such a techno guy that my favorite things fall right into that. We talked the other couple days ago about how on my person, at almost all times, and this is, I'm talking from moments after I'm dressed in the morning, when I come home, take off my work clothes, put on my relaxation clothes, to literally when I am in my bed, at almost all times, my AirPods are on me. If they're not in, they're on me. I mean, they are a favorite thing of mine. I use them all the time. For work, for pleasure, in my car. I put one in my ear when I'm going to sleep. So that is a favorite thing. That's a favorite thing. Another favorite thing of mine is my iPad, which
I broke mine yesterday.
Did you?
It just fell off a little side table, and you know those dumb columns that are in the living room? We have these 2 columns in our living room that serve no purpose whatsoever. I keep saying I'm going to tear them out, and I haven't yet. And they have a little wooden base at the very bottom, and that thing landed right on the corner. It was open, and it's shattered. I've never shattered one quite like that.
Oh, my heart hurts.
Yep.
Well, I had a first generation iPad, and then I bought a Android tablet because they were cheaper, and I thought, it'll do the job, and it was fine. It was not great. It's not effective at anything. I mean, last year was my position, my job changed a little bit, and I needed some way to just consolidate some of my stuff. I bought an iPad. At that time, they made the cheaper version iPad, which is what I have, able to use the Apple Pencil. It is a game changer for me. I spend hours a day working on this, whether it's Since I purchased this, I am sure that I have written physically on less than 100 sheets of paper in almost 2 years, going on almost 2 years. I don't write on paper anymore. I don't need to. I used to have a notepad next to my desk. My notepad is this. If I'm working with a customer and trying to help them document something, I'll take a PDF and annotate on top of that and send it back to them. So many things are being done on this. It has become another thing that if this were to break, I think I would need to replace it immediately.
Yeah.
It would be hard to figure out how to do that because it's a more expensive favorite thing. Another thing for me just is more generic. It's just a knife. I love having a knife with me. I find so much utility in it. I am gadgety when it comes to my knives, and so I have a couple that will find their way into and out of rotation. But yeah, I agree with a knife.
We were just using this one again tonight, which is such a silly little knife. But boy, is it sharp. It's been great here in the shop. But it's just weird. What is this thing anyway?
That's the Sanja Knife and Tool Company knife. I don't even know what it's called. It's the hand poker. That's what it is.
You're not careful, it sure is. I mean, it's an interesting question. This is one I hope people respond to because there's going to be a lot of variety here. I'm sure there's lots of other things too that we could put on our list. There are certain tools in the kitchen. I have got 2 knives that were designed by Guy Fieri. They're knuckle duster. I forget what brand he called them. Knuckle buster. Anyway, they're really cool. They got these neat handles on them, and they're just sharp. One of them is a chef's knife, and the other one is more of a paring knife. And while I have many others like them, those ones just make me happy to pull them out.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of other things, but those are some of the things. I mean, like everybody, my phone is high up there just because of utility. The things that it can do. It sounds like such a boring answer. That's why when I first read the question, I'm like, feels like it should be something sentimental. I have things that I love for sentimental reasons, but they're not the things that come to mind immediately.
So I went to get glasses earlier this week. I don't have them yet. I went to get glasses. And of course, it's really weird now with COVID because once you touch the glass frames, you got to put them in a bin. They're going to have to wash them. And if you see one that you like, but it's not exactly as you like, there may be a variation of it back in the back if they're cleaning. All right. So I went over, picked 2 frames, almost exactly the same as each other, and almost the same as what I'm wearing. And the guy, after he saw them, he's like, we have lots of frames here, and he's got like a green shirt, and he's got green glasses, green frames.
Cool.
And he is an ophthalmologist who now manages that store. And he just had a hard time understanding that I'm okay with what I have. It's just I need to change the correction, and these are getting scratched, so I need to replace them. And he's questioning, like, I want transitions. I've had transitions since before they were actually transition brand transitions. And he's like, why don't we just get you a separate set of sunglasses, and then you just you leave those in the car. I said, no, I don't want to have to mess with another pair of glasses. He said, but they're dark when you come in from outside. I know, and I don't have a lot of correction, so I can pull my glasses off for 10 minutes. Doesn't bother me one bit. And then when I need them, I'll put them back on, and then, whoa, there they are.
Yeah.
Literally, my distance vision is now, finally, 20/20. Okay, my distance vision was always better than 20/20, and over the years, it's gone down to 20/20. And then I have I guess I have like 2.5 times multiplication for the bifocals. And for a while, I just carried readers with me, or I carried 2 pair of glasses, and finally went with the bifocals. But it was weird that this guy, who clearly that is a passion of his, and I have this whole 31 flavors to go with. Why would I buy the same pair? Because I know what I like, they work, I'm going to get 2 pair, by the way. I did get 2 different frames that are almost exactly the same.
I would love to continue this conversation tomorrow. A little
Would
bit
you
of this
really?
conversation. I would.
Okay, so we'll jump.
If we
we'll
can do
jump
that.
off tomorrow's episode with
Yeah.
that conversation. In the meantime, great seeing you. Make it a great day.
I like the tobacco.
Yes, I do too. That's good. Cornell and Diehl, king cake.
Thank-
So far, there's no baby in it, but we'll keep looking.
Oh, you can.
Thank you, Alex. We really appreciate the support, and the rest of you, we'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.